I've never liked him.
Finally.
I know, it's finally we can be alone together forever and with you.
That's right.
In your living room.
Here we are.
In your bedroom with your significant other maybe listening to us talk.
Bathrooms,
Oh God, I don't want to think of people watching this when they're on the toilet.
They're absolutely, that's when they watch this.
Anyway, so what do you think about acoustic guitars here?
What do we think about acoustic guitars?
Well, we're talking in particular about.
Are they cool?
Well, yeah, but do you care if your acoustic guitar is cool or not? And like, what makes an acoustic guitar cool? Because I mean, like, objectively, no, they're not cool. Only electric guitars with pointy edges are cool.
That's true.
And if you do this a lot in your music,
That's true.
But let's pretend acoustic guitars are cool. Do you care if they're cool? I mean, do you care?
No.
But you do too.
But I do.
I know. Because I know you don't. We'll get into why you don't in a weird way.
I wanted to say yes, but it felt hypocritical.
This will all change eventually too, I'm sure.
I'm sure it will.
You know what I'm saying.
I do know what you're saying.
No,
they're like, what in God's name are they talking about? Yeah.
Well, it's just, so what makes an acoustic guitar cool or not cool? So let's, one of the first things that came up was like, it's something that used to make a guitar really cool, and maybe it's not as cool as it used to be, is a cutaway.
Cutaway.
I mean, maybe it's, but maybe it is. I'm so confused. Because
it's not cool. It's semi-functional.
I know, I'm thinking like, I didn't realize it until, I don't think I own an acoustic guitar with a cutaway really.
Do you?
I have an old one from like the 80s just sort of as like as a silliness, but I don't think I have one.
But
I like them, I play them a lot.
There was a point where I thought it was super cool. We're talking like late 90s, early 2000s. It was like, oh, cutaway on acoustic. But there was a ton of sort of acoustic rock stuff happening, and people doing acoustic sets seemed to be big, and MTV Unplugged, and you were like playing all your electric stuff on your acoustics, and you know.
Now you just play with 3 chords in your acoustic.
Yeah.
So maybe you're not cool.
Maybe you're not cool.
And the cutaway's cool.
If you're too good, it's not cool.
No one's ever accused you of being too good.
No, never. Not even one time.
Does it matter to you like who plays the guitars? All right. Do you think it matters to people? Like if these artists play this guitar, it doesn't make it cooler. Tricky, right?
It's weird because I don't know that there's as much mobility. Like it's almost set already. Like I feel like it would take a lot to change it.
Well, let's break it down, and we'll be kind in our breakdown here too. We'll be kind is the key word. Okay, so let's go through the major brands. We got Taylor, Martin, and Gibson. We'll go through those 3, and we're just picking the 3 biggest acoustic makers. Who plays a Taylor guitar?
Probably a worship leader,
or just like just a nice person,
or just a person wearing khakis.
Okay, disclaimer.
Shirts tucked in. No,
Jonathan and I both play Taylor.
We both play Taylor. That's what I play all the time.
So you play
the
Taylor.
The only acoustic guitar I own is a very nice, fun Taylor.
You have a 324E. Okay.
No C.
You don't have the C. Okay, so
324E.
And I do play like the Grand Theaters, and because I think the 811 is like my favorite guitar right now. And then I play GS Minis religiously. Like if I'm picking up a guitar just for fun, I always get a GS Mini. So,
and all my, for the most part.
So who plays the Taylor? It's kind of like Joe Normal,
man.
Jonathan.
But
Baxter.
I remember a time in in the late 90s where I had like never seen a Taylor, and they were like these mythical creations,
unicorns, and they still are too.
Right, sure.
But now, so okay, let's be quicker and faster. So who plays a Taylor? Just everybody. Kind of, you can play a Taylor. Who plays a Martin?
Bluegrass guys.
Who plays a Gibson?
Rock stars.
I agree, 100%.
Easy, done. Cut it. Cut the video.
And they might be, in the order we just put them in, might be the best sounding guitar. To in some way. Don't get me wrong. I am obsessed with Gibson acoustics.
The sound goes up, cool goes down.
No, there's something weird about that. It's like like I want to see like a Taylor guitar ad spread where like there's like the Taylor guitar is leaning against like a guy's covered in tats. He's got like this blanks of wood and stuff. It's like in a factory or something. Like where there's a cool 57 Chevy, oil greases on the floor. And there's like an 814E sitting there, like, leaning against the wall or something. It's got maybe a few scuffs on it. And like, I don't know, just like,
I think that's what it is, right? There's no
representation.
mythos of like a beat to hell Taylor, like you'd have a beat to hell, Gibson or Martin laying around against some guys.
Because I have both of those. I have beat to hell Gibsons and Martins.
Right.
And
your Taylor's pretty, and it's got the nice inlays, and it's got the cool armrest.
But they're old enough now to have, there are beat to hell Taylors out there.
Sure there are.
But I think that's what they did, the American Dream thing sort of is entering that, where I want to see that pushed further. Like the Grand Theaters and the ADs, like that sort of, I think, enters that world of cool, perhaps.
Sure. Well, like the blacktop ADs.
Right. That's
pretty cool.
That's one of the coolest.
And I think people buy it. I think the 818 is super cool, or the 618s.
You can't afford those.
No.
Me neither.
And I wouldn't probably want to beat it to hell. I'd probably be like,
no, I know. Put it away. Don't let the kids look at it or breathe on it.
Don't look that direction. Yeah.
So,
but something about, and I mean, we're saying they sound the best. Like objectively, like overtone, that top end presence.
Yeah, well, they're insanely easy to play. They're set up.
Like,
we're talking
great.
Anyway, but that's not what this video is about.
No.
It's just like, does it matter if it's cool? Like,
or is it cool? Or is it?
Maybe it's cool not to care. Because I think we live in a society where like the younger kids don't really care. I don't know if
they care less, probably.
I mean, they don't have any allegiances to Gibson or Martin, or Taylor in that respect. They are open to whatever they want to do. The young critters that look down on me and spit on me as I walk down the street. But anyway, no. So it's I started to feel old there for a moment.
Because we're a little
We're
old.
not.
We're sort of old.
No, we're like right in the middle.
I mean, you're definitely old.
No, I'm middle. I'm middle. Now, I did go watch that movie, Sidetrack. I went and saw the M. Night Shyamalan movie, Old, last night. We had a little casino date. Yeah, you chose not to.
I didn't choose.
You had a jam session.
That's circumstances.
Whatever. But I felt older after watching that movie. Not in a good way. That's my movie review for the day. And I'm a Shyamalan junkie. I've seen them all. Come on, Shyamalan. Come on. I'm not gonna say it's Last Airbender world, but it's Lady in the Water world.
Get there, huh?
Yeah, it's sort of in that. It's like, all right, that's a stretch. Oh God, that's the twist. Here we go.
So much potential in the Airbender.
Not with no. It was sunk before it started though. And I'm a huge fan of the actor who played Sokka in that movie because he is Jasper from the Twilight Saga. And this was his first movie I got to see him in with like spoken lines. It was amazing, amazingly bad. But anyway, back to something else about acoustic guitars that we've sort of seen in the marketing or just like people, no shorts. Like you don't see a guy playing a Gibson acoustic guitar wearing shorts ever.
No,
I've never seen that in any other stuff.
No.
Martin's not really a thing either. Every once in a while, I mean, bluegrass players aren't known for their style. But they wear jeans usually and like a shirt with buttons on it.
Or like a cool suit,
Yeah, the suit. Like the Poe Ramlin Boys. Like
yeah, those days.
Like if you don't like bluegrass, check out the Poe Ramlin Boys because they make it cool and old school and fun again. It's like
cool.
And that bass player shreds. He throws down. And those guys are really good and they're funny and they look awesome.
It's true.
But it is like it makes you want to play a Martin.
It does.
Like okay, cool. And then.
I mean, I feel like Billy Strings is doing a lot to make bluegrass cool again.
Who's that? Just kidding. We know who Billy Strings is. We love Billy.
Quite the fisherman.
The Burst.
No.
Also, the Gibson Burst is pretty amazing.
It is.
And I'm going to say the Taylor Burst is pretty amazing too.
It is amazing.
And I'm going to also say the Martin Burst. So just a Burst. Like I love an amber tone Burst Martin HT28.
I'm going to say that ups the cool factor.
There's something cool. And like, well, just because, maybe that is sort of part of it. Like all acoustic guitars, like when it's just a blonde wood, dark rosewood backsides, they all look the same in a weird way.
Kind of,
to like the non-guitar player.
Sure.
We'll all look at the headstocks, and all these brands have good headstocks too.
Unless you had a giant guitar with a mustache bridge. What's cooler than that?
That is pretty cool. And like the giant, cool. Like doves and things on your pickguard.
Hummingbirds. You would think that's not so cool, but it actually is.
Because objectively, that sounds stupid.
Not the opposite of cool.
It sounds
I have
really
this
dumb.
dainty hummingbird on my mainly
that's-
guitar now.
That's really sweet.
Like, yeah, cool.
Did your grandmother like birds?
It is. It's like something your grandmother would like cross stitch, you know?
I know. It's
Somehow it's cool.
Yeah, yes, it's weird. So, I don't know. I don't know if there's an answer to this. It's more of a conversation. Because yeah, I do sort of care because like I wanted the Noel Gallagher J100 when that came out, just because like I like Oasis and I think the guitar looks amazing and I think it's a cool guitar. Like I didn't get it because they sold out immediately, but yeah, like it's like I buy and there's certain Taylors that I find insanely cool. And those are the ones I like.
I mean, we're joking that I think my Taylor is cool. I like my Taylor.
Yours is not.
But it is very cool.
No, it's not cool.
Mahogany is cool. Shut your mouth.
It is cool. A little bit.
But you know, it's an odd. There's an odd people's perception of those brands.
I think. I mean, obviously, in the end, it doesn't really matter. It's whatever you enjoy playing. It's whatever sounds the best to you. But I mean, I won't say there's nothing going on with like the marketing sway that these brands have on all of us. Like, I mean, when they released the Noel Gallagher video for like the release, I was like, I watched it twice. I don't watch PR things twice. I see them all day, and I was like, good, that got me.
Well, I mean, we've had some vintage Gibsons. They were really mediocre guitars.
Oh, yeah.
There's just still something, you just see them and you're like, no, God, I want this. And every guitar around it, every Taylor, every Martin around it, so much better.
100% better.
I mean, like so much objectively better.
Well, it's like Derek's Gretsch Rancher. That guitar sucks.
But it's awesome.
It's really
but
cool.
But it really sucks, but it's awesome.
And it's got like perhaps one of like the best and worst colors of a guitar too. It's that's sort of like that sort of vomit orange, which but I love it. Yeah, so it's and I'll play it and I'm like, man, this sounds terrible. Man, it's cool. It's got a triangle sound hole.
Just got a triangle sound hole.
It's just awesome. It's everything about it. It's like it's and my hummingbird.
Yeah,
like it's not the best guitar,
but it is.
But it's one of the coolest.
But it is.
And it sounds great.
It still does a thing. Like there's a thing.
It does a thing.
That's the thing about all three brands, right? Cool, not cool, whatever. They all have a thing they do that's sort of perfect.
Yeah. So let us know what your thoughts are, because we love them all. And we were fascinated by the idea of like what gets you excited about guitars and what makes your talk tick. Clock. I want to say clock, but the dyslexia came out, and I was thinking TikTok.
Too much TikTok.
TikTok
You got too much free time lately.
No, I thought that. Like I was like looking at TikTok, like when I was like brushing my teeth. I was like, I stop, phone away. Anyway, let us know what you think. I'm out of here. Wrap it up.
Hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let us know which acoustic brands you think are the coolest in the comments. Hit the bell so you don't miss conversations like this in the future. We appreciate you hanging out with us. Have a good day.